Yo, what's up, guys? It's tdthekid Game for Kid. I'm here to do another anime chat. I haven't actually done one of these in a minute. Partially today, the reason why I haven't done one in like a while recently is because of the new job. But a new season has started. I thought Hanamano was gonna start this season. I think it got delayed, so it doesn't start until like August or something. I'm not totally sure. It's been a minute. I saw the news report a while ago. Let's go ahead and talk about what I'm watching. So Hunter x Hunter still, One Piece still, even though I've gotten really bad at keeping up with that. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter. I'm actually looking at my Crunchyroll list. I'm not bothering with a comic a kill. I'll just wait until it ends, and then I might think about it later. I'm watching Sailor Moon Crystal, Glass Slip, Rail Wars, Persona 4, the Golden Animation, which I thought was funny because I didn't realize that this was coming out so soon. So I thought it was hilarious. Like, yeah, I finished watching Persona 4 as soon as it's not really a sequel. I guess it's kind of a retelling with a new character. And then something called Invaders of the Rokujima. Rokujima. I have fucked up that name completely. I'm sorry. So with those, and I think that's it. I'm not watching Tokyo Ghoul. I'm pretty sure that's going to be like one of the highlights of this season, and I know Funimation is going to dub it, so I'll just wait until the dub comes out. And that's just because I know I'm going to buy it regardless. Plus, I got Steins Gate pre-ordered, and I'm gonna be watching that in September. So, and I have enough series to be watching, so it's not like I'm in any rush. So that's take it from the top. I'm not gonna really talk about Hunter x Hunter because it just got into the election arc, so there's not too much to talk about right yet. I will go ahead and make the blind speculation that Hunter x Hunter is going to end after the election arc, even though the manga's starting to be consistent now. I don't trust it is gonna stay consistent for too damn long, so I really doubt Togashi's gonna like. I doubt they'd be able to do what they do with Naruto and what they used to do for Bleach and what they do for Fairy Tail, and what they do for One Piece. Whereas he does arcs. While besides Hunter x Hunter is not a show I don't feel like that would be benefited from filler on any level. And Phil Jason is messaging me on Facebook, so if you hear a lot of noise, that's what it is. Unfortunately, I can't stop that. Uh, because even if I got off of Facebook on my computer, the shit will still come through on my phone. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the new show. So first off, Sailor Moon Crystal. Sailor Moon Crystal. I don't have a problem, except I don't like the fact that the girls look older than they're supposed to be. From what I understand, Usagi's only like 14. The lipstick thing bothers the fuck out of me. And I know, and maybe that's not a complaint for a lot of you guys, but for me, the lipstick thing is really fucking jarring. And I'm just kind of like, can we just make them? And it makes me miss the original animation style. Like I wasn't even thinking about buying the original anime because you have the Sailor Moon Brotherhood pretty much coming out. But I swear I do not like the lipstick thing with them. And it bothers I don't like it in any anime, to be perfectly honest. I'm not saying it's specifically Sailor Moon. I just don't lipstick in anime never looks good to me unless the character is confirmed to be this older woman who's automatically has a sex appeal. A lot of women don't look good in makeup. I don't think Robin, Nami, no most girls I like don't look good in makeup. And that's just me though. And unfortunately, you're gonna hear a lot of background noise. I'm gonna be mad if you can't hear it, but if you can, that's because my sister just got home, and for some reason, people like to yell in my house. So I apologize in advance. But yeah, as far as Sailor Moon Crystal's concerned, the second episode doesn't come out until Saturday. But as far as the first episode is concerned, good animation. I didn't have a problem with the CGI. I know a lot of people did. I didn't. It didn't bother me personally. The lipstick, that bothers me. I don't like that, and I hope that's not a mainstay. But I have a sneaking suspicion they're gonna keep using the lipstick thing. I also don't care for Usagi's Japanese voice. I actually did hear the dub clips of the new dub for Sailor Moon, the original Sailor Moon. I do like Stephanie Sheh as Usagi. Surprisingly, that works really well. And Rukia as Luna, the cat. So that's cool. Next up, Glass Slip, which is another kind of romance drama type series. I don't know how I feel about this one yet because I just watched the second episode earlier today. It's that weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's essentially a romance. It's a romance drama, but like The premise seems to be based around the fact that the main character Toko and a guy that she meets during the fireworks, well, indirectly meets in the fireworks, who just moved there, Okumura, both have this weird ability to see into the future in some way because they use certain things as mediums, as triggers, while dealing with stereotypical drama stuff. Like, but the thing is, the anime is like sped up. Like the second episode, you already know who likes who, and they've already, and some of the confessions have already happened. Which reminds me of Ananatsu de Matsuru, which gets me excited, but at the same time, these characters haven't really been set up well enough for me to be like, oh no, I forget the dude's name. Yuki just confessed to Toko. Oh, what do I like? It's one of those. It's you've gotten. It's not even really drama. They don't even really treat it as drama because I don't know how I feel about it. It's one of those wait and see kind of animes. Rail Wars, which is I'm not totally sure what the hell Rail Wars is supposed to be. I want to say it's an ecchi, but it's not. I want it, but it's because it takes itself seriously. It's not a harem. I don't know what Rail Wars is described as. I guess I just call it a shonen based around trains because that's all it is. You have these four characters who are working at it as like security guards or like personnel at a train station, and they obviously have their own reasons for being there. And you're kind of just watching events happen, from what I understand from the first two episodes. As I said, the third one comes out, I think, on I think Sailor Moon. No, Rail Wars comes out on Sunday or Saturday night. I'm not totally sure. I think Sailor Moon Crystal comes out like Saturday afternoon or morning, and Rail Wars comes out Saturday night. But from the first two episodes, it seems pretty chill. I've enjoyed the first two episodes, except for the chick. The red haired chick is a bitch. I don't even know why she's a bitch. She's just a bitch. So fuck her. Well, I'm pretty sure it's some man hating thing. It's because she acts like she hates guys, which is obviously probably rooted in something really stupid. Like, well, probably not something stupid, but it's probably some type of traumatic event that happened to her revolving men, because she has this heavy bias against guys for some stupid reason. And then the main character really likes trains. He's inspired by someone. It feels kind of like a shonen, just based in reality with trains, which is interesting for all intents and purposes. And I don't have a problem with it. The next up would be Persona 4: The Golden Animation, which the second episode just aired today. From what I understand, Persona 4 Golden is like this adaptation is the adaptation of the game of the same name, which is nothing but more of an extension of Persona 4. And from what I understand, it's like a fucking remake on the Vita with a new character and some new missions thrown in. Even though the anime is taking a completely different direction. Like, the first episode plays out the same, except you introduce this new girl, Marie. But like the second episode goes into complete filler comedy mode. Granted, it's funny. I always think, even Persona 4 anime I thought was funny. This is still funny. It's just weird. On top of that, they've already introduced these characters without doing the stereotypical, oh, we gotta go into the area and fight them. And part of me is glad about that, but the other part is like, so they already are friends in this version. Like, Persona 4, the Golden Animation, is going off the premise that you better have watched Persona 4, the animation, before you watch this. They also don't have that animation problem of having that weird tan that covers like the bottom half of their face. I'm glad that's gone. The Japanese voices I gotta get used to, because remember, the first time I watched Persona 4 was in English, so Japanese I gotta get used to that. The second episode was really fucking funny. When you was trying to schedule all of these events, and it's insane because of all the crap he has to go through, and at the end of the episode when he comes home, he's like, Nanako, I'm home, and he's all dejected and shit. Oh, that shit was so funny. It's so funny. Marie so far seems to be introducing the element of romance into the series. Romance and a lot more filler, which I don't really mind because I like the filler in Persona 4. And the romance aspect, maybe. It seems like they're actually trying to develop a personality for you this time, so it can work. The only problem I have is I guess they're not following the murder plot line because they've already introduced Kanji. Like, Kanji's in here, and then in the next episode preview, Risei's in there already. I don't know if Naoto's in there yet, where Rise's art is in the next episode. So I'm like, so are you just not following the plot line at all? Are like, is Persona 4 golden like this, or am I just being stupid? Let me know. I'm confused because like the first episode was pretty stereotypical and introduced Marie as if she's a part of the canon, or she's a part of the new canon. Except the only problem I have with it is it like addresses the fact that you is aware that he goes to this room at the beginning of every episode, which up until this series, the first series didn't make any mention that he knew that was going on until like the end of it. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm intrigued but confused at the same time. But it's funny, and that's always a good thing. And then the last thing is Invaders of the Rokojuma. Rokojoma. I'm gonna mispronounce that all fucking day, so I'm sorry. And the next episode comes out for that tomorrow. The premise for that one, simply put, is there's a character who it's just a harem series. It's like the only harem I even saw that I was remotely interested in. The premise is simply this dude has found an insanely cheap apartment, and it's kind of like Nana's Buried Treasure, actually, which I didn't even finish because episode 4 and 5 just bugged the shit out of me, so I just didn't want to finish it. It's still sitting here in my queue. I just haven't been bothered to watch the rest of it. It's only 11 episodes either too, so I could blow through it if I wanted to. I don't know what it is. Anyways, the premise of this is like he's found this really cheap apartment, but there's a ghost invading. There's a ghost haunting it on top of like 4 other female characters who all have their different reasons for being there. Like this mole woman who wants to take over the world, some type of alien, a magical girl that says there's some type of evil in the room. It's a whole bunch of random shit. It's like they introduced all 4 or 5 girls in the beginning of the episode, all saying they have something with this room that they need it for, and it's just weird. I don't know how to describe it. But I am intrigued, and that's always the cool thing that matters. So it seems like I have one harem in this series. I have maybe I guess Persona 4 counts as a slice of life. I have well, technically Glass Slip with romance series are usually counted as shoujos too. So I guess I'm more into the shoujo slice of life stuff with like a little bit of harem this season. I don't think I have any. Well, unless you want to count JoJo and One Piece and Hunter x Hunter, then those are like my only 3 shonens. I don't have any new shonens for what it looks like I'm going to be dealing with, and I miss my Monogatari, so I'm kind of sad about that. And I guess because I haven't talked about it, what I watched last season, because some of you may have not known because I haven't talked about it, No Game, No Life, The Kawaii Complex Guide to Manners and Hostile Behavior, JoJo Nisekoi. I think I didn't watch that much last season either, to be perfectly honest. No, I didn't. I didn't watch like Jack. That was like the only stuff I watched. Which reminds me, I need to do a review on Kawaii Complex because that is a very weird show to actually put down. It's a romance series, but it's a very weird romance series in the fact that it's not really done in a traditional way. It's kind of all over the fucking place, which might have something to do with how the characters you're dealing with, but that's a different story. I think that's all I'm gonna pick up this season because the new job has kept me busy. So I'm like barely having enough time to watch this stuff. So I'm just going to keep it at that. And if anything else comes out that interests me, I don't know if Crunchyroll's announced anything. All those shows are on Crunchyroll, by the way. I don't know if Crunchyroll's got anything else they're going to announce. I don't think there is. Well, at least I don't see anything else new that they're going to announce. But I think that'll probably be it for me because I know there's a few other ecchis I could have grabbed, but I wasn't interested. Some of these shoujos look kind of boring to me. Tokyo Ghoul was like the only thing I've heard anything insanely positive about. But for all intents and purposes, that's pretty much all I'm dealing with for this season. So please leave what you're dealing with in this season in the comment section below. That's my anime chat for right now. I haven't really watched anything on DVD. I got Snafu. Woo, but I've seen that like 6 times. So like unless I really want to see what the Sentai subtitles are like, it's nothing really anything different. It does have the 13th episode in there, so it has the OVA. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It has the anime like next to it OVA, but it doesn't have like the Bride OVA. You know, Well, if you've watched the OVA, it's the wedding based one that honestly I wasn't that intrigued by. I don't know if that's actually in the manga. I think that would have done better as a part of the second season that has been confirmed, but whatevers. But what are you guys watching? What are your thoughts and opinions on some of this stuff and any suggestions you have? But be warned, when it comes to suggestions, I may not take them, and do not suggest Tokyo Ghoul or Akame ga Kill, because Akame ga Kill, I just don't think I would like it personally, and I'm kind of tired of trying to do the whole, let's give it 6 episodes, and then I'll find out that I hate it or not. And now my mother is calling me, and is going to interrupt the video, so I'm going to finish this because she has no sense of tact. And a lot of you will call me rude for calling my mother that. My mother is rude as shit. my mother has no tact. She will break into your room just to ask you a question that doesn't really matter in the grand scale of things. But anyways, that's essentially, I've gone into a tangent. So that's essentially my thoughts. So please leave yours in the comment section below. This has been the Voss Game for the boy Terrell, and okay, you got eyes later. Oh yeah, by the way, check the main channel tonight. There should be a Pokemon related video up if it uploads soon enough. It's a long video, so be warned. So if anyone gets, salty, you know why. Because I put salt in your ice cream, son. Actually, I heard that tastes delicious. I've never tried that. One of these days, if you try that, put some salt in your ice cream. I'll see you guys later. Peace off.